先生您好，很高兴我们又见面了。听说 Icon 集团呢对中国的市场非常的感兴趣，那么对于中国的外汇市场，你都有哪些看法？
I think China is a very advanced country in numerous fields worldwide. And the situation here is that China is becoming one of the more, or actually is becoming now the top global powers, financial powers in the world. China is quite advanced in a number of fields, in production, quite advanced in numerous fields all over the world, and is becoming number one. However, unfortunately, while China still holds the highest reserve of foreign exchange in the world, in terms of the financial derivatives online market, China lags behind the Western technology in the financial online business. The aim of Icon Group in the Chinese market is to bring the technology of the West, of the financial online trading in the West, to China. At the moment, China, in the foreign exchange market, which is the largest market in the world, in which the turnover is about $4 trillion per day, and dwarfs the American economy or American exchanges turnover in one day, China has to go out to the international market to trade in the international forex market. The major aim of Icon, and this is a very strategic project for China, and it is my pleasure and honor to inform you that the board of directors of Icon, headed by our president and our president Mr. Engin, and our Senator Larry Pressler, who is the chairman of our advisory global committee, we have decided to begin negotiations with the Chinese government so that we can bring that technology to China. In other words, and this is very important, as the global reserves go higher of China, and the likelihood of the RMB becoming convertible over the long term, we believe that maybe in the next 3 to 5 years it might become convertible. We want to bring the market to China, the international market to China, and the international technology to China, rather than China going to the financial market. And so at the moment we are negotiating with the Chinese government for building the first foreign exchange, which is not in accordance with Chinese law, which does not contradict the Shanghai foreign exchange mechanism, which deals with renminbi versus other convertible currencies. Our exchange will only deal with the international currencies, and the settlement will be done in the USA in accordance with Chinese law. This is a very important role for China, and I am very proud to be part of this very exciting time.
针对中国市场的开发 ，Icon 集团有些具体的计划。
Yes, it has a very good plan in the Chinese market, which really involves the building of the first foreign exchange in China for interbank trading platforms in order to allow international banks and Chinese banks to trade with each other in accordance with Chinese software, which we are developing with our partners in China.
您刚才提及的外汇交易所与上海外汇交易所是否存在着冲突？
The Shanghai Foreign Exchange has been created by the Chinese government and has been given the monopoly by the central government so as to control the transfer between the renminbi or the trading between the renminbi and the convertible currencies like the US dollar or like the British pound or like the euro, so on and so forth. And this is in accordance with what we call the Chinese local forex market. The exchange we are building in China concentrates on the international forex market, which the renminbi, we will not be trading in renminbi. It will be done in accordance with international law, and rather than doing it as it is at the moment in New York, Frankfurt or London, we want to bring that market over to China. So it is my honor to tell you that there will be no conflict between the Shanghai exchange and the Ikonfx exchange we are building here.
为什么决定将公司总部从纽约移到香港？是什么原因让你决定这么做？
The global powers are shifting. It is our opinion that the Asia region, if you take China, Russia, India, and Indonesia, they comprise together about 2/3 of the world population. These are the developing countries. We took the major decision to move our headquarters to Hong Kong so as to take the opportunity of this growth and development, which is higher than it is at the moment in the West, so we can go into these very important areas, and particularly China, Russia, and India. And we thought Hong Kong would be the right place for us, being so close and being part of China.
为什么会选择在广州建立中国的分公司呢？
Is a very important province in China. It is the province in the south. It has Shenzhen as its the second financial center in China. It is one of the most advanced provinces in China. So Guangzhou is the third largest city in China. I like China very, very much, and I feel at home in China. The Chinese people, I want to thank them very much for their hospitality and their kindness. So Guangzhou being the third largest city in China, and we decided it would be a good opportunity for us to open a branch in Guangzhou so as to promote our financial products in accordance with Chinese law, of course.
Icon 集团最新的发展动态是什么呢？
We have four very, very exciting news, and this is for us very exciting time. The first news really is we have been working with one of the major exchanges in the United States to transfer the Forex market over the counter product into an exchange product. This is very important for the security of funds. And so that is the first one. I think Icon will be one of the first companies to be doing this project. The second one is our decision to start negotiations with the Chinese government to build the first Forex exchange, not only in China, but in Asia, Africa, and the Middle East. But build that in China here. The third one is the decision to open our Hong Kong headquarters. And this is pride for us. Hong Kong is an important financial center of China. And the third one is the opening ceremony of our Guangzhou branch.
刚才 Ikonfx 先生呢，在他谈话中也谈到了Icon 集团与这个外汇交易所形成了一些战略的合作联盟关系，可能为这个外汇的零售市场开发出了一些创新的这种产品。那么对于中国的外汇市场，或者对于中国的投资者来说，这些产品都会带来哪些好处？
When we bring the technology that China needs in the financial online market, which is the most important thing one of the most important things for the development of China, to make it on equal part and equal technology with the Western companies and the Western USA and Europe. This is very important because we are bringing the financial market from London, New York, Frankfurt, from the West to China to be able to trade with the latest technology and transparent exchanges on the international market. Moreover, it is very important to note that when the renminbi becomes convertible, the monopoly, or not the monopoly, but the control that the central government gave to the Shanghai exchange will then end, because the renminbi will then be traded in the international markets and not only on the Chinese market, and will be subject to the jurisdiction and to the laws of the international market. And therefore, we, with the blessing of the Chinese government and the negotiations we are holding in China, we want to be prepared for that historic and momentous step when the renminbi becomes convertible, to offer and to have available for the Chinese economy the best technology in the world to deal with this momentous occasion.
希望 Icon 集团在中国的业务发展一切顺利。谢谢纳萨先生，谢谢。